Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are grading every single team's, NFL teams that is, year by the grading system, A to F, the American grading system. I don't know if that's how you do it in the UK, I don't know, but, so yeah, we're going to be grading those. Without further ado, in the comments, drop who you believe will get the best rating. Without further ado, let's get into it. So our first division is the AFC East, consisting of the Buffalo Bills, the New England Patriots, the New York Jets, and the Miami Dolphins. Coming in fourth in the division with a finishing record of 7-10 is the New York Jets. They finished with a record of 7-10. I'm giving their year a C+. Not only because they finished last in the division, because they were promising starting pretty good. I think they were, 5-3? And then they fell off. Zach Wilson didn't become who he was before. So, yeah, 7-10 record gives you a C+ grade. Definitely not the worst. And third is the 8-9 New England Patriots. I'm giving them a B- for this, and the only reason for that is being they had a lot of potential heading into this year, and they didn't do anything with it. So yeah, that's the main reason they got a B-. Not that bad of a grade. If I got that grade in school, I'll be perfectly fine with that. So yeah, B-, not that bad. Second division, 9-8, the Miami Dolphins. They get a B for this because, well, the Dolphins, I kind of expected them to do good. They expect them to do that good. I guess I kind of expect them to do better, to be honest with you. 9-8, still not that bad record. They were able to clinch a wild card spot in the playoffs, 7 seed, so that is good. But they will be facing basically their ultimatum. The Buffalo Bills, finishing with a record of 13-3. They get an A for the season. Only reason A+ is because they had some squanders here and there, losing a game where they shouldn't have lost, like to the Dolphins. So yeah, that's why they didn't get an A+. A still pretty good. They clinched their division, and they are the 2 seed in the AFC playoffs. Also, I'm gonna try to do something with the playoffs. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna try to find something to do. Yeah, let me know what you want me to do with the playoffs. We'll figure that out. Can I get more lighting on my face? It's not plugged in here. I'll be right back. Plug that in. Does that put more light on my face? It does. Perfect. See now how it is off. Maybe turn. It's just gonna stay on. Okay. Raw, unedited. I decided that this entire month I'm gonna do videos where I don't edit them. So yeah. February, expect a lot of good videos that have a lot of clean edits. Blah blah blah. I'm sure you don't care. Then we get on to the AFC West, fourth in their division, with a 5-12 record. The Denver Broncos. What can I say that didn't go wrong for them this year? They easily got an F. Easily one of the worst teams in the NFL. They got Russell Wilson. That already makes you think, okay, they're going to do great this year. And then they just go and, you saw what happened. 5-12. We'll get to what the Seahawks did in a moment without Russell Wilson. So yeah, they get an F. Third in their division, with a record of 6-11, not that much better. The Raiders, with Devontae Adams, getting him off the Packers, clearly wasn't the answer. Finishing 6-11, I give them a D. Coming in second in their division, clinching a wildcard spot, with a record of 10-7, with the 5 seed, the Los Angeles Chargers. Finishing 10-7, way better than I thought they were going to do. Easily getting an A. Justin Herbert, I mean, what can you say about the kid? 3 straight seasons with 4,000 passing yards. That's insane. So easily an A season. And then first, like everyone expected, clinching their division and the 1 seed in the AFC playoffs with a 14-3 record. The Kansas City Chiefs, giving them an A+. If I give them anything less, I would be lying, and I don't lie. So now we go to the AFC North, coming in 4th in their division with a record of 7-10, the Cleveland Browns. Now I give them a C- because yes, they picked up Deshaun Watson. People thinking he's going to do great. He did decent for the games they played in, but they got to look at almost every other game where he wasn't. They did phenomenal, basically. They did. I don't know what their record was before they got the Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson came in week 12 or 13, I believe. I don't know what the record was, but I know it was good. They weren't last in their division. But yeah, now they were. So, yeah, C-, not the best. Definitely not the worst, because we saw what the Broncos did. 3rd in their division, the Pittsburgh Steelers with a 9-8 record. I'm giving them a B for this one, and the sole reason for that being they had a rookie quarterback in Kenny Pickett, and they still had a winning season under Mike Tomlin. It's like that man can't coach a bad team. They didn't make the playoffs, but they got a winning season. I guess that's all that matters for Mike Tomlin. Coming in 2nd in their division with a record of 10-7 and clinching a wild card spot, the Baltimore Ravens. I'm giving them a record. Not record, they finished 10-7 record. I'm giving them a grade of B+. And the reason for that being, it's a good reason. Lamar Jackson, first of all, he got injured. Didn't play the last 5 games. That's why their record isn't as good. I feel like if Lamar did play, they would definitely be about 12-5, maybe winning the division. But since Lamar got hurt, there's nothing they could have done. But yeah, they got the 6th seed in the playoffs. Not too shabby. And then 1st in their division with a record of 12-4, winning the division, the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm giving them an A because they hit on all cylinders. I didn't see any miscues. All their losses were they either didn't play well or the other team just played better. It's always one of those two. Alright, here we go. The last and most underwhelming division of the AFC was the AFC South. And coming in 4th in their division with a 3-13-1 record, the Houston I don't gotta say anything. Don't. Texans, hate them. Coming in 3rd with a record of 4-12-1, the Colts. I totally expected them to do better. They went 12-5 last year. Definitely expecting them to do better. But they won 4 games. Yeah, you get an F as well. Coming in 2nd in their division with a record of 7-10, the Tennessee Titans with Derrick Henry and Ryan Tannehill. Losing A.J. Brown, of course, that was a plummet. But you still got King Henry. You're expected to do great. You're expected, okay, we're going to win the division. We started off 7-3. We lost our last 7 and went 7-10. You get a D, my friend. And then last but certainly not least, winning the AFC South and being the 4th seed in the playoffs with a record of 9-8, Jacksonville Jaguars. They get an A+. And I bet you're like, why are you only giving them an A+? Why are you giving them an A+? They went 9-8. They barely got a winning season. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars. They had the number 1 pick the last 2 seasons. And they piggybacked off that. And they won the division. If that's not an A+ season, I don't know what is. But yeah, there's the AFC. Next, we got the NFC, of course. We're starting off with the NFC East, like we did with the AFC East. Coming in 4th with a record of 8-1, The Washington Commanders. I'm not showing the helmet because I don't want to get canceled. I don't have a Commanders helmet. I have a Redskins helmet. I said it. So yeah, they finished 8-1. I'm giving them a B plus because it's Washington. They're not expected to do good. They did decent, so B plus. They deserve it. Coming in third with a 9-7-1 record, the New York Giants. A plus is the best I could give them because, I mean, let's face it. You're the Giants. You're coming into the season. I'm happy with a 5-win season. Why not take a 9 and a wild card spot? Brian Dabble, Coach of the Year. They get an A+. Second, their division, coming in with a 12-5 record, America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. They clinch a wildcard spot as well. Giving them an A. Would be an A+ if they didn't have some terrible losses, like Week 18 to the Commanders, 26-6. So yeah, that's why it would be an A+. If they were able to secure the 1 seed, it would be A++. But they didn't, so A is what you get. And then first in the NFC East, coming in at a 14-3 record, clinching the division and the 1 seed in the NFC, the Philadelphia Eagles. It would be robbery to give them anything but an A+. I mean, Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, Miles Sanders, Darius Slay, Dallas Goedert, Lane. Do I have to keep going? They had one of the greatest teams ever. But they're only the second greatest team, in my opinion. Next, we have the NFC West. Coming in fourth in their division with a record of 4-13, the Arizona Cardinals. I mean, there's only so little you can do without your star quarterback, Kyler Murray. But you have to find the middle ground. Like, okay, so if our starting quarterback, he's up here. If he gets injured, he's all the way down here. You want to have your backup somewhere in the middle. If your starting quarterback's up here, you don't want him being, up here, because then he might get starting quarterback, and then the person that's better might become the backup. So you want him in the middle ground. And when the starting quarterback gets injured, he drops down to here. So you want him to be up here. Okay, he's still decent. What the Cardinals did, when Kyler Murray fell from here to here, their backup was here. Catch my drift? Weren't able to do anything. Couldn't pass the ball. Couldn't run the ball. Couldn't do anything. Their best player was their kicker. So yeah, that's why I'm giving them an F. Coming in third, with a record of 5-12, the repeating Super Bowl champions no longer, the Los Angeles Rams. Matt Stafford, once again, getting injured, so low you can do, so you had to piggyback. Okay, what are we going to do? We got John Walford. He ain't it. He's not the fit. We need to find a quarterback. They get Baker Mayfield. Their first game of Baker Mayfield, he leads a comeback after being down 16-3. They win 17-16. I hate those scores for a reason, but that's a story for another day. So, yeah, you're right. Okay, Baker Mayfield, he's the reason why the Rams are going to make a comeback, and they're going to find a way to make the playoffs again and run the entire ship. He wins about 2 games with them, and then they just plummet, so they finish 5-12. They get a D-. Rams just weren't the fit. Coming in second in their division with a record of 9-8, clinching a wildcard spot in the 7th seed, the Seattle Seahawks. Thanks to the Lions, they are in the playoffs. Giving them an A for this, and the reason for that is it was their first ever season without Russell Wilson. They got Drew Lock from the Broncos, and they're like, okay, so we got 3 choices. Either 1, we start Drew Lock, who we got. Option 2, we start our backup for Russell Wilson, who was Geno Smith. Or option 3, we take a shot and we either trade for a quarterback or we draft a quarterback. They decided to start Geno Smith, and it was the best decision they made. He set franchise records, leading the Seahawks to their 10th 10th playoff appearance in the last 20 years. Is that it? Yeah. No. It's 15 in the last 20. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, they get an A. And then first, winning the division with a 13-4 record, the San Francisco 49ers, giving them an A+ for possibly one of the biggest trades of the entire decade. Christian McCaffrey. As soon as they got Christian McCaffrey, they won 9 straight. Jimmy G, their starting quarterback, got hurt. The last pick in the draft, Brock Purdy, took that team and raised it up to what it is now. If that's not good, I don't know what is. Boom. Brock Purdy, he's a GOAT. Not Mr. Irrelevant. He is Mr. Relevant. The Niners are winning the Super Bowl. I'm giving them an A+. Now we go on to the NFC North. Coming in 4th in their division with a 3-14 record and locking up the number 1 pick in the draft, the Chicago Bears. They get an F. Don't want to even talk about them. They finished 3-14. They don't deserve it. Coming in 3rd in the division with an 8-9 record, the Green Bay Packers. So I'm giving them a C- in what very well could be Aaron Rodgers' last year. And here's why. They did nothing of note. They were 3-5. No, they were 3-8. No, they were 3-5. Yeah, they were 3-5. Went to 8-8. And then what happened? You lost to this team. You lost to the Lions. They're the Lions. You just gotta beat them, and you don't. So you're eliminated from the playoffs. All you literally had to do was win, and you're in. The Packers couldn't do that. Apparently, without Devontae Adams, they suck. So 8-9, I'm giving them a C-. Coming in 2nd in the division with a 9-8 record, the Detroit Lions. Now they would have made the playoffs if the Rams were able to beat the Seahawks and the Lions were able to beat the Packers. Lions beat the Packers after the Seahawks beat the Rams. So all the Lions had to do, they were just playing for nothing, but they played for something, and that's eliminating the Packers from the playoffs. Sorry. And they did just that. The Lions, with Jared Goff, had a winning record and almost made the playoffs. That's an A season right there. And then coming in first, locking up the division, and they got the 3 seed. Yeah, they got the 3 seed with a 13-4 record. The Minnesota Vikings. See, now here's where I draw the line with the Vikings. I like them, but I don't. I like them because, they're a good team, has Justin Jefferson, one of my LSU boys. I don't like them because, considering I'm a Saints fan, they single-handedly eliminate us from the playoffs by not being able to beat the Packers. But I'm giving them an A+ because, well, they're a good team, and I missed the bucket. How do I miss the bucket? A+, they did amazing. And then single-handedly, we had the AFC South. They were the worst team in the worst division in the AFC. Now we got the NFC South. The worst division in football, in my opinion. They're the only division with every single team having a losing record. The Falcons going 7-10, the Saints going 7-10, the Panthers going 7-10, and the Bucks going 8-9. So that means 4th is the Atlanta Falcons with a 7-10 record. I'm just going to skim over this because they're basically all the same. Falcons get a C. My favorite team, the Saints, I got to give them the best record of everyone. They went 7-10. I'm giving them a C+. I got the Panthers 7-10 as well. I'm giving them a C-. And then lastly, the Bucks locking up the 4th seed, 8-9, giving them a C. So, yeah, that's it. That is every team, what I believe they deserve. If you disagree with me, your opinion is wrong, because no one at this point is even watching. If you are watching right now, comment the word pineapple. That way I'll only know if you made it to this mark. Comment the word pineapple. But yeah, anyway, that's going to wrap up today's video. If you haven't already, leave a like and subscribe down below. And make sure you turn on those notifications so you are able to notify every time I either upload a video, start live streaming. I'm going to start doing a lot of live streams this year. I hope so, at least. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching. And go Niners. Woo! See, that's what happens when you don't hit record. Or stop recording.